Drones are being used more than ever before. They're being used to find pollutants at ammunition plants, battle fires, and just last week, we covered how they're being fired out of canisters for military missions. To be able to carry out these missions though, drones need to know their precise position at all times. Commercial drones typically use GPS, but that only works when they're outside. When drones are operating indoors, they use conventional cameras, but if there isn't enough light, the computer vision receives blurred, unusable image. This has caused some drones to make some expensive additions, like adding laser scanners. Researchers from the University of Zurich and the Swiss research consortium NCCR Robotics are using an eye-inspired camera that enables drones to fly in various conditions. The camera doesn't blur at high speed, and it can see in much darker conditions. The cameras don't actually need to capture full light on the bio-inspired retina because they only report changes in brightness for each pixel, which produces sharp vision. The researchers have also developed new software that can process the output from these cameras, so we could see drones indoors and even when it's dark. I mean, they're still not gonna sneak past you though. I mean, they still have that obnoxiously loud hum. I think something's behind me. No, I'm pretty sure. There she goes. She came down quick. This week, Airbus installed the first 3D printed titanium part on a commercial aircraft, the A350 XWB. And it was a bracket. Just not a lot of sex appeal as a bracket, but 3D printed bracket, titanium. Woohoo! While 3D printed parts have been used on several components found inside the cabin, this milestone is significant because it is the first time a company is equipping airframes with metal parts that were created using additive manufacturing, specifically laser powder bed and electron beam processes. The brackets were made by Arconic, an advanced manufacturing company that printed the parts for the wide-body aircraft at its facility in Austin, Texas. In April, Boeing said that it was going to start using 3D printed titanium parts for its 787 Dreamliner. Made by Norsk Titanium, the parts could save Boeing up to $3 million on each jet. But no word from Airbus on how much they're saving on each A350 XWB. Several 3D printed parts are already used on Airbus test aircraft, but these are the first to be used on a production commercial aircraft. Arconic believes that while a few components are now 3D printed, we could one day be flying an aircraft that are entirely 3D printed. She came down quick! This is a Mexican salamander. She came down quick! In August, Lockheed Martin took its prototype laser weapon out to White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. They wanted to see if it could bring down unmanned aerial vehicles or drones that posed a threat. In March, we learned that ATHENA had become twice as powerful, and now we have a chance to see it in action as the 30 kilowatt laser weapon system brought down 5 out of 5 UAVs in a flawless victory. In the video, you can actually see the Outlaw UAVs catch fire and be brought down with ATHENA's advanced beam control technology and fiber laser. According to the official press release, the system officially, quote, defeated airborne targets in flight by causing loss of control and structural failure. I suppose that is a little more elegant than our laser ripped a hole in its tail. Woo! I'm David Manti. This is Engineering by Design. She went up there, but boy, she came down quick. Oh, she going. Oh, she gone. Oh, she gone.